Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala.
Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Stay in your silence. The silence is there even before any noise came into us. And if you look deeper into this silence, you will realize that silence is the only thing which you own, which you can say it's your own. Contemplate on this. What you can think, you have right to say it's your own. Definitely not this body. This body was given to you as a gift when you came into this world, and this will be snatched from you, or I should say, it will stay here while you will leave this world. So you are a guest, you are a visitor. Let's say you go to moon. How can you survive on moon? You need all that oxygen cylinder and special clothes, isn't it? And when you leave moon's surface, what do? You take off all those clothes, all that oxygen mask. Otherwise, you can't survive there. In a similar way, when we came to this earth to visit as a guest, or if you believe me, to sort out your business of knowing who you are, you were given this gadget known as body. Now, you never brought this body with you. I think we are all sure. And when a person dies, he or she leaves this body. So, definitely, we can't say this body is mine. We can say that we are living in this body or we are using this body, but we can't have any ownership on this body. We can say my if we brought it with us when we came. And if it is ours, then not even one single person has taken away this body. So definitely we come to this conclusion that we can't have any right on this body. Though we always keep saying my body, my hand. Now comes the next thing, our mind. Where was this mind when we were 2 years old or 1 year old? When we were not judging things, analyzing, criticizing. And we all know that mind develops. There are some unfortunate beings whose mind doesn't develop as they mature, and we use the terms like intellectually disabled. They are sampoon, they are complete, just like you and me. It's only the gadget is faulty. They are not faulty. They have the same consciousness as you and me and 100% complete. But their gadget is faulty. And what happens to the mind in deep sleep? It is in complete rest. It disappears. So we can't say that we are mind or mind is ours. First thing, it was not there and it disappears so many times. Actually, if you see, mind is part of the body only. It's the subtle body. And whatever mind produces or does, we have no claim on anything. We should not be saying it is my thought, I have a negative thought. And then mind comes with another arsenal known as emotions, feelings. Again, that is part of the mind only. And then we have an intellect, buddhi, which analyzes things, which chooses right or wrong. That is part of the same complex. So, what is me then? If all these things are borrowed, body, mind, intellect, and definitely we can't claim anything in this world as ours. Otherwise, we would have taken a bit of this when we leave this world. And we all know it is our own experience that everything grew around us or grew around our family. If body and mind and intellect is not us, then how can all the relations coming out of it? Friends, family, even enemies, objects of desire. What can you call as yours? Or what can you claim as your own right to be yours? Nothing. In all honesty, nothing is ours. Nothing belongs to us except this pure silence. When everything is being taken from us, let's say the mind, the body, possessions, everything, one thing no one can take it from us is pure silence. One thing no one can take it from us is peace, bliss, love, unending joy. They are not part of the gadgets which we use, mind and intellect. They come from the source. They come from the absolute. They are the attributes of the ultimate truth. You can call it God, awareness, Brahman, consciousness, or your own self, your true self. all of that comes from that very source which you are. Reject everything, anything which is not bliss, peace, love, joy, silence. And this all is not from any object. This is not after acquiring an object, fulfilling a desire, or after a wish gets fulfilled. This is our innate nature. Nothing can make it or take it. This is unadulterated us. This is our pure self, blemishless, untainted. This pure awareness is all of us. Every being is this pure awareness. Adulteration is the material objects which we borrow when we come on this earth. Body, mind, intellect, ego, complex. They are not us. It was never us. Somehow, at some stage, we got confused. And one wrong notion and hell broke out on us. And you wonder all this suffering was just one wrong notion. Primordial ignorance. One wrong concept. And we have created this beautiful life as hell. We are always pure awareness. Not even for a fraction of a second we are anything else. There is no suffering to us at any stage in our life. What we call is suffering is to the borrowed gadgets, the body which came into existence with its mind sheath, with intellectual sheath. Suffering might be to the mind, to the body. And what do you call as suffering? The body has wear and tear. It is like a plant, like any other animal, a bird. All of them have issues, diseases, pain, aches. Even in animal kingdom there can be violence or love. Same is with this body. It is born at a house, in a family, in a culture. It has to go through its own joys or sufferings, if you want to call that. Different phases of life, different situations. It has nothing to do with you. You are just a visitor, a guest who has been given this body, mind, intellect complex. Maybe your mind not be that sharp, intellect not that great, but who cares? How much do you know to know yourself? Knowing yourself does not need a very sharp mind or a great intellect. It only needs your humbleness to know the simple truth, interest and love for that pure absolute, which is none other than you. And just one utterance can make you free, because you are always free. In truth, you are that pure self. The absolute truth called God. You are none other than that, who is not involved, who is present in this body, mind, intellect complex as a source of love. God is love. God is never hate. God is not bringing any suffering or sorrow to this world. And so we, the same part of same absolute. Do you think if there is a big piece of gold and a small piece broken out of it would be different than gold? Are we different from the Almighty God, Father of all of us? We are exactly the same. Everything is exactly the same. It's only our wrong identity with the body mind complex and completely wrong, fake, illusion. It's a disaster. It's not just our suffering is fake, our happiness is also fake. We feel happy and proud when this body wins a gold medal, when his body's relation wins a gold medal, when this body gets a bigger and bigger house, a bigger car. What do you feel about proud? This body has a predestined script. It's just following that. What credit you want to give yourself, born in a rich man's house? Or what discredit you want to give to this body if born in a poor man's house? It is all the script. But you within this body, whichever house you are being born, country, culture, religion, has no difference. Whatever our profession, whatever we do for living, wherever we live, whatever is the color of this body, size, dimensions, sex, nothing ever matters. We all can be free at the same time, same moment, this moment, if we know that we are not the body mind complex. Is it exactly like a car you are driving and you start feeling that you are this car? You know, someone dies, owns a car. Do you think people take that car to cremation ground? That this person is dead, let's burn his car? But they don't keep the body even for a second. This is the value of this body. I think the materialistic things of the person are still possessed by relatives, but not the body. And what a shame, all our life we are so attached to this body, which has always caused suffering. It has caused good also, but our suffering is to the body. When anything happens to the body, we feel bad. Contemplate on this. Always remember, you are a visitor. Like the astronauts who were visitor on moon. Maybe they were there for a couple of hours. In the length and breadth of this universe, in time and space, it is only few seconds, 100 years of birth. And we keep collecting garbage of possessions and things as if we have to live on this eternally. Remember, whatever we are proud of, time will snatch it away, including this body, including all the relatives, friends, possessions. And by that time, it will be too late because we are wrongly attached to the body and its all possessions. And it says in Vedas, the person who is attached to the body, death is very, very painful. It's like thousands of scorpions biting you. And the person who knows he is not the body, he is ready to leave this body anytime with joy, with happiness. What rights we talk about when even this body is not ours? And what empire we need to build on this earth where we are a temporary visitor. The real purpose of everyone's life is to know this. And then keep doing what the body is doing or it's destined to. But first, please get your concepts right. Know the truth, not just in books, not someone has said, your own experiential knowledge coming from within. One of the Indian saints, Kabir, said beautifully that when I realized that I am that absolute, and I realized this body, mind, intellect complex given by God, I didn't malign it, didn't spoil it. I gave it back to the God as it is, kept it clean. And what does this cleanliness means? Didn't let the ego make it dirty with greed, jealousy, hatred, lust, so many desires. Stay in your own silence. This is our true possession. Even death can't take it away. Unconditional love for all the beings, part of the same absolute consciousness, reflecting in all of us. No one can take away that love from us. Peace comes when we know that we all are same universal consciousness. No one to hate, no one to compete. And bliss is its innate nature. Unending joy. When it's in its purity, go within. Hold on to this gem. Remember this gem. Abide in this gem. Because it's you only. Don't own any thoughts. Don't give importance to any thought. No thought is good or bad. No need to control mind. Just ignore it completely. And don't be too possessed about the body. Yes, take a due care of it. But always remember that you are not the body. And body doesn't belong to you. And always remember all these thoughts are coming because of the conditioned mind. And none of the thoughts are for you. If you stay detached with your body mind like this, you are free right now. This is real freedom. Bondage is thinking about all these thoughts as your own and suffering without reason. You are free from all the karmas. You are free from the law of action. Law of action doesn't apply to you. It applies only to this body. So whatever is in the destiny of this body mind is not your destiny. You are always free. Never even for a second forget this truth. Whatever your mind says, whatever you have old concepts, and to abide in this pure truth, know that this silence is you. Be aware of this silence all the time. Not just be aware, abide in it all the time. Go deeper and deeper in this silence. This is also infinite. More deeper you go in this silence, more you will be away from the body mind complex. So much away that you can't hear any thoughts. You are deaf for all the thoughts, as if you are taking a dive deep into the ocean. Initially, you could still hear people talking at the surface. And as you go deeper and deeper, there is no sound, no thoughts, only deafening silence. With joy, with bliss, with peace, all coming from within. And this happens when you open your heart to this pure silence. You listen to your own silence, and you have no interest in the mind and its chatter. Pay all your attention to this pure silence, your true nature. And don't pay any attention to the gadgets you have been given, including mind. Let them be there, who cares? This is the direct path, quickest path. Freedom is at this moment. You don't have to wait for next 50 years or few more births. And when you abide in this pure silence, one more thing you will realize, that as a matter of fact, you were never a body mind complex. Never ever. It's like you have just woken up from the sleep of ignorance. And two beautiful things happen simultaneously. You know nothing belongs to you. And you are everything. And both are 100% true. Nothing belongs to you. Nothing is you. But then everything belongs to you. Everything is you only. This is the all pervading awareness, which is us. It has no name, no form, impersonal. Name is of the body, form is of the body. All relations are of the body, and we are not the body. We all are same pure awareness. And we all are exactly the same. Talking to you is talking to self. You are hearing your own self. It is the same self trying to reach you out in your own dream world to bring you back home. It's your own grace helping you, talking to you. Try to bring you back home. There is no one advising you. It is your own self. In this whole talk, there is no other. That is what the meaning of satsang is. Company of your own true self and nothing else. Company of pure silence, eternal silence. Don't pick up any concepts from outside. No objects, no forms. Stand on your own support. Support of pure silence coming from within. Pure seeing. Seeing without any interpretation, without analyzing, without judging, without any likes or dislikes. Seeing with total acceptance. No intention for any type of change. No expert comments. And living a life of no rights. When you don't own this body and mind, and you are a guest, what sort of right a guest is having? We are not owner of anything. We are on mercy of absolute God, and He has already decided everything. He is not asking for your advice. This is what you are not using the gadgets, mind and intellect and ego. Total acceptance. Always staying like pure awareness. Without any intention and without any attitude about things. Paying attention to the pure awareness all the time. You can easily identify in this all gadgets the one which has no attributes, which is just seeing, which is the source, which is just perceiving but not involved. Just watching the show and also not commenting on it. The one in us which is completely impersonal. Be that all the time. Remember that. Remember its qualities. And that pure awareness is all of us. This is the absolute truth. Not even for a fraction of a second we are something different. Always remember, nothing is yours except pure awareness. Nothing belongs to you except pure awareness. Nothing you are interested except pure awareness. You can replace pure awareness to any word you like: God, consciousness, Brahman, name of any god. Doesn't matter. But main thing is you pay attention to it all the time. You wake up in morning, pay attention to the silence. Till you sleep at night. And then wake up and again pay attention to the silence throughout the day. This you can call whatever you want. Practice, meditation, perseverance, remembrance. But that's all what we all need. Pay attention to the truth rather than to the fake stuff. Objects don't create any problem. It is only our notion that we are that creates the problem. I have no issue with body and mind. They are serving their purpose. They are helping us. They have helped us. But if you don't pay attention to the awareness, you will die thinking you are body mind complex. And that is suffering, that is sorrow, that is bondage. You stay all your life in illusion. So, mere because of that reason, I am asking you to pay attention to the awareness all the time, all the time, all the time, till it becomes your natural state. It has to become your natural state because it is natural state. But this practice is needed to break this illusion. We have been hypnotized on this earth because everyone is hypnotized, all the people around us. We don't see any hope except in scriptures and one or two gurus and teachers, past and present. But then we pass all our time with all other peoples in the dream world. So we have to keep remembering, paying attention, practice it, abide in it. Not for a minute or an hour or a day, all the time. You don't have to do this in sleep and deep sleep, only in daytime. And not with frustration. Don't bring your ego and mind into it. With patience, with perseverance, with love, with respect to this awareness, with inquisitiveness for this awareness, with longing for this awareness, with a burning desire to know this absolute, with all your interest into it, and it will unfold. It will completely manifest for you. It will be in real splendor. It will be as if floodgates are open. You are full of bliss and joy and pure love. Love where there are no enemies. Pay attention to this pure awareness. Impersonal seeing. Stay in your stillness. Don't move. Remember, if you move, you can slip back into the mind. So stay in this awareness. pure stillness. Formless awareness, choiceless awareness. Pure presence. You are not waiting for anything. Nothing next is to happen. You are already there. You are already free. Keep going deeper and deeper in your own silence. Feel the vibration in your body. Each and every pore of your body is that awareness. Within body and outside body. And everywhere in all directions is the pure awareness. Formless awareness. Silence without mind, without intellect. Source of everything. Om Shanti, Shanti.